Hi everyone, it's Jerry. I am currently observing the #1 ranked player on lichess in blitz. This is Vladislav Artemiev. He is #1 by quite a wide margin. Nearly 100 points over second. Wesley So is the #2 spot currently. Anyhow, just going to observe some of his games. It's rare that I'm able to catch him. So, super positional player. I really enjoy his style. Of course, a sharp eye for tactics as well. So, all right, what do we have here? It seems like white is gunning for the f5 square. Knight e3. Ideally, white would like to trade a bishop. Good way to combat these guys. That was already, I believe, a critical position for white. Okay, so opposite color bishop position. How great a deficiency are these doubled f-pawns? Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, opposite color bishops. One would think it's going to turn out to be a draw, but we'll see how white still tries to stir up some trouble. I mean, this bishop planted on d3 kind of dominates the board. Oh, okay, so we have some possibility for a rook lift, targeting one weak point, h6. Not so sure f4 is something you can round up with this guy around. So, what is black considering? Maybe a little pressure on this guy? If this is in, then of course there's no rook h3. Okay. Centralization. So 3-0 is what they're playing. I think it's their... Oh yeah, it's right here. It's their third game. Alright, these guys are getting running. Still, we don't have a flight square for white, so if something breaks open, there is a restriction on this guy. He's the rook on e1 is the lone defender of the back rank. This can also be a pivot. Oh, white is coordinating well, it seems, with this bishop. Rook on h5, f5 and h5 squares. Okay, so this is where you have to be careful. Okay, he's grabbing the pawn first. Oh, so what's the story here? Oh, if king here, you could give check and then track that guy down. Okay. To trade rooks or not? No trade. This is hit twice now. And there is going to be time for white to produce a flight square. You can't take here because of the mate. So, time for a flight square. And I'm thinking it would be h5 if you're going to go for a flight square. Maybe bishop f3 or even g3 if you're okay with allowing this pawn to be exchanged for a really healthy pawn. Oh, he's still going after this weak point. Technique. Also, he's fought back on the clock. He was back just a bit ago. Now he's up 2 pawns, and I believe we'll convert this without problem. There is no rook e1, and now these are the extras. These quiet positions, this is his kind of game. Not sure who Superstar 3000 is. I haven't jumped into the profile. 2788 is no joke. Okay, so this guy is only looking in the forward, ready to push this pawn away. I believe usually you want to, in opposite color bishops, you want to keep at least one rook aboard. I feel like at this point, even if both rooks are exchanged, white would still maintain nice winning chances. Yeah, we're not even anywhere close. Black resigned. We're nowhere close there to having both rooks exchanged. That was really instructive. It started off with that rook lift, that one pivot, and then transferring towards the queen side to put pressure on those isolated pawns. That was the side of the board to play where there were some weak pawns. So, symmetrical structure here. What was the opening here? Okay, so just a queen's gambit accepted. D takes c4. Should be cozy on e7. Where's this guy going? He's within reach of the knight if he jumps to one of these two. Knight c4 seems desirable, so not so fast to go back. This is a typical maneuver. And just get out of the way, bishop. Seek an exchange or two with the rooks. The bishop will offset a knight on c4 from the c7 point. Also, there's no bishop check. If this guy was still here, okay, so this is what white's aiming for. This is now a super sensitive point. The d6 square, so a check and then something dropping in here. So going with some exchange first and now prepared to hit with b4. Very nice. Notice this capture, pulling the rook away and only then going with this very weakening b4. Otherwise, there could one of these two minors can be tactically vulnerable. So black, I believe, has achieved something here. This is maybe in the crosshairs. Where else? In the last game, it was the main imbalances were on the king side, and in this one, it's the queen side. Not much action on the king side for now. I don't know if white wants to be greedy. No capture, so eyeing up some pieces. This is a big square. Okay, f6 stops the capture on g7, but I think more than that, it's taking away a huge square, e5. All three of these minors could have made use of e5. No more. Okay, continues forward. Also now robbing white of the d4 square, so a game of inches. White immediately realizes this knight is out of play due to this structure alone. So if there isn't some tactic that's working out for white, it's probably a wise choice to get this knight in action as soon as possible. And right now it's eyeing up c5. White has very good pieces. Black behind on the clock, gluing in the pawn on b4. Oh, white maintains coordination, so now some play on the queen side. I like this move. It doesn't, I don't quite see how the white pieces improve. So a moment now to play with the pawns, grabbing space on the king side. And how to react here? Do you try to put a dent in? I don't know. Is there some trick happening here? I'm not seeing it. These knights are golden. But white is certainly for choice here. Has the one sensitive point in white's camp is watched over very well. It's a whole pawn support, but it's covered with pieces. Not sure what the plan would be here. Still seeking some exchanges. Okay, bishop is under fire. Also knight b5. Hunting the dark square bishop. Where does this guy go? Okay, we could be getting some exchanges. Also, there's some possible tactic against this knight. It is hanging. Knight takes, there's this though. Knight jump here. It's ready to track down that second bishop. Okay. This is the main point to watch over, okay? 31 seconds to 57. What is his, 3189 bullet rating to Superstar's question mark rating for bullet. Okay. What to say? Feels like it objectively should be a draw, but just like that. White is gaining ground, king up, knight c5. This pawn will be hunted. You're going to take with the bishop or the knight. Well, I think you take with the bishop though. Get a light square bishop exchange. Look at that. Rooks are off. And then you go after this weak point here. Okay, potential counterattack against this one. Bishop takes would have been a blunder in that position because of the capture here. So now he's trying to work with the good versus bad bishop. Black has the good bishop, and the king needs to come around here in order to make progress. Okay, so he's going to first put some restriction on this pawn. No, they're going to go for a threefold repetition. I'm surprised at that. I thought he would have at least attempted to weasel around on the king side. Maybe even something like this. The king, it could be strong here, but can you stop the black king from getting here? Hopefully they play a little bit more. I'd like to see some more games by Artemiev. Maybe while I'm waiting, let me just check this one out real quick. Just a draw. Yeah, it's a draw. Okay, is he going to play anymore, or we're just going to get 2 in here? Only 2. I'll wait a second or two. There we go. Didn't have to wait too long. All right, so another one with okay, now that first game they played was the Scotch, I think. Okay, so this one we have Ruy Lopez. Another symmetrical structure. I don't know the details with Rook e2 versus Rook e1. Okay, I'm not familiar at all with that maneuver, that little pit stop, and then here. It's that one's beyond me. I mean, you do maybe in some lines you're keeping that one open to double up, but why after this move do you say, all right, let's go here? Maybe the queen wanted to quickly come out to f3, get on the diagonal before the bishop. Definitely a little fuzzy on that one. Anyhow. Let us see. Bishop d3, queen g4 come to mind. I'd like to get that rook to e1. Maybe queen c2 it is. Setting up some pressure on h7. Okay, this knight and bishop are doing some damage here. Well, they're coordinating. Damage is the wrong term. How do you get this rook activated? Bishop g3. Some pressure. It is defended. Might there be a tactic soon? This is probably nearby. Oh, no. Maybe the idea is capture here with tempo and then bishop g2. That might have been the idea. Okay, so maybe bishop f5, bishop e4. Here is probably a blunder by black, not because you're going to lose the piece, but to provoke this and have the bishop shut down. White achieves a little something. White not too quick to give up control of the only open file. Very often you want to be in a position to be the recapturer, only one open file, rather than initiate the captures. Both sides still need a flight square. Queen maybe going to take a step up. Is now the time to flick in h3, maybe bishop to e4. Some knight maneuver to f5. Maybe e1. F1, E3, F5. This, you're probably asking for trouble, come to think of it. I don't think it's losing, but kind of have to make awkward moves. Okay, so a mini improvement here. This one is a game of inches again. Once more, Vlad behind on the clock, 30 seconds. Okay. About that guy. This is where there could surface some imbalance, so maybe he has an eye on this stuff. Making way for a battery, although a knight on f8, no mate. Opening up that square. So the knight is a sturdy defender against any battery. There's no way to influence the knight's post on f8, so. Alright, there is an offer of a queen exchange, also pressure on 8-2. Couldn't really be defended. Okay, so now we have this knight looking to jump into f5. So this is where there's the main imbalance, but is it enough? Bishop looking to get super active now. I think that might have been missed. Yeah, because now after this bishop is super hungry. Okay. And the plan now, all fanciness, can't take. Checkeroni on e7, so that's how he saves all the pawns. Playing here? Is he going to go here? Okay, no, he has a strong pawn chain. Bishop here. Check. Within what to... Oh, no. Both the dark square bishops are ready to go hunting, and the king can't step over so easily. This knight is also defended, so even if this is in here, you could probably play that right away. Now, currently, this pawn restricts these two. Yeah, white is going to make some progress here. I think they're... Yeah, this seems really hard for black to defend. With these gaps. Bishop here. Bishop on f5. Okay, bishop pair now. Yeah. You're going to have to make some pawn break. I don't know if it's... Oh, he could go like this. Yeah, everything is perfect with the remaining pawns and bishop. Good guy. With the pawns fixed on light. 25 seconds each, so now he's going to make some progress on the queen side. And the king could even sneak in. No, not quite. This bishop is guarding the entry points. That's why that was a good decision. Oh, okay, hang on. This knight is dead. Hang on, defend here, this, and black is playing without a knight. Yeah, that's tough. Okay, yeah, the bishop. And now we're going to get this pawn break. Okay, he's doing it straight away because of this pressure here. Yeah, this one's over. This knight's toast. Gonna play another one. Superstar. Or are we just going to get a few? Okay. I guess in the end it's just going to be those 3 games. Vlad is officially logged off, so I'm going to cut it here. I'd like to do this again sometime. If I do catch him playing, hopefully play some more next time, but really enjoy watching Artemiev play. Some blitz. Awesome player. Number 1 on the site. Anyhow, as usual, feel free to leave any feedback to this brief video in the comment section below. Hope you enjoyed it. Maybe took a thing or two away. Found it a little fun. That's all for now. Take care. Bye.